All guys are from the construction sector, right? So I'll be showing you some pictures and you guys have to guess it. Okay? Can you guess this construction and the city as well? Anybody?
Yeah.
Ceiling. Yeah, right. From Mumbai. Right.
I'll guess it. It is developed by HCC.
Sir, I'll get to the point. Can you guess this?
Lavasa.
Yes, sir. Totally right. Where is it located? Where is it located? Can you guess?
Near to Pune. Near to Pune.
Near Lonavala. Near Lonavala.
Yeah.
This one is. Now this. Confused? Anybody?
Atal Setu?
Nah.
Vijayawada.
Good guess though.
Vijayawada.
No.
Something.
No. Sorry?
Patna Gandhi Setu.
It's a bridge between.
Can you? He's absolutely correct. This Bogeyville bridge. So I'll tell you the purpose. So basically, all of the mega constructions that now we have seen is built by SCC, and we as Highbar Technocrat, we are born from the company. So I'll introduce myself. I'm Aditya Wadaje, and I'll be representing Highbar Technocrat Limited. I hope you guys get good insights from this presentation. So first of all, as you know, ECNO means engineering, constructions and operations. So the ECNO is divided into subsectors such as residential, commercial, mall management, office spaces, and etc. etc. We are not in the ECO expert in the ECO sector today, but from the last 15 years. Because of our expertise in the ECNO sector, the SAP has kept us on the Global Industry Advisable Council, and we have about 80% of the ECNO customers right now. So I'll take you guys through the Highbar journey. So Highbar as a company was formed in the year 2008, and we achieved our first customer in that year. By 2012, we were the SAP Gold partners. By 2012, we had more than 50 customers. By 2016, we had got our first single 5 order of around $7 million, and we had around 90 customers at that time. By 2019, we had more than 120 customers, and we have achieved CMMI level 3 certification. By 2022, we had more than 150 customers, achieved level CMMI level 5, and we were also SAP expert level partnership. Till today, we have more than 250 customers, we have more than 700 employees, and we have more than 80% of the market share of the ECNO sector. And right now we have also established a company in the UAE as well, Dubai to be specific. By 2028, we want to become a one-stop solution for all the IT needs. So this is a geographical footprint. As you can see, we are spread from north to south and from east to west. And not only in India, but we also have a geographical footprint in the abroad as well. As you can see, we have customers in 10 countries such as USA, UK, Switzerland, Armenia, and many more countries. So we were the first to implement SAP for Smart City. We were the first to implement RISE with SAP. We were the first to integrate digital management 5D Beam. We were the first to implement ready to deploy ECNO. We were also the first SAP implementers for DLF, M3M and Maha Metro. And we also have the highest number of clients in the ECNO sector. So as you can see, these are some of our clients from highway, infrastructure, asset, metro. You can see we have Nagpur Metro, we have Delhi Metro, we have Akshaya, Ashoka, Patel. You guys can have a look. These are some of our customers from the residential development, mall management and office space. We have such as Phoenix, Lodha, Prestige, Piramal, DLF, Godrej Properties and Godrej Fund Management. We have Tata as well. And these are our global clients. Do you guys know the tallest building in the world right now? Anybody?
Developing. It's underdeveloped.
No, already. Not developing.
So that's only. Burj Khalifa.
Right? Do you guys know who is building the second tallest building in the world right now? No. This company, Azizi. And we are very proud to share that we are the implementers for the Azizi and have been building the second tallest building in the world right now. We have Amir from UK. We have Rocky from USA. Then we have China from Switzerland as well. So these are some of our certification. We are the SAP Gold partners. We are all certified Grow with SAP. We are SAP QPPS also certified. Certified CMML level 5. ISO certified as well as Great Place to Work. So this is the award that we got in 2023. It was the DRS Partner of the Year. The next year, for the year 2024, we got our Net New Business Partner for the year. And not only two, but we hit the hat trick as well. This year, we got the Customer Transformation Award, and I'm also happy to share that we also got the highest number of nominations for the SAP Award. That was around 9. We matched with E and Y, right? PwC. So there was a tie. Thank you guys. Shivraj, would you like to talk?
So good evening everybody, and I welcome you all on behalf of Highbar Technocrat. My name is Shivraj and I am working in the capacity of program manager currently, and I am here to present you. So the transformation of ECNO sector with AI. So let me just ask you a question that how much time would it take if your CFO or the management ask you to pull up a report displaying top 5 projects collections? Okay, so how much time generally it would take for any organization to get this data? So either who are on SAP, some are not on SAP. So if at all, if we consider that some organizations are on SAP, it will take generally around 3 to 4 hours, and who are not on SAP, it might take a day or so. So this is the gap we are going to address today. This is the gap we are going to address with the SAP intelligence that is powered by AI. Sorry. Yeah. So there are a few specific gaps that we have identified. That is specifically 3. So data is buried in SAP. So be it SAP or some other ERP, data is already there in the organization, but it is scattered. So also in SAP there is data, but on one click, if you want to understand that I want to see the projection of my cost to complete for this particular project, I am not able to generate that report as of now. So next thing is my project cost visibility. So there is a gap in the project costing. So when you start a project with some X budget, but it gets overrun, but you are not able to get that insight from say month 1 or maybe second month or third month. So you get that when the quarter closes, or maybe after completion of say 6 months, or maybe after a financial year ending. So this is one of the major gaps that needs to be addressed, and the contract and the compliance lag. So basically with RERA coming for real estate sector, and for contractors who are working for the real estate and the infrastructure companies, they are big contractors. Okay, so their tracking of the bills, that is through running account bills, and their compliance. So that needs to be tracked, that there is no gap for the payment of the contractors or the collection that you are going to get from the customers. So basically, these are the three major gaps that we have identified, and that how we are going to fill these gaps along with SAP and AI. So firstly, what we can do is I'll just read out this, and then I have 6 use cases specific to real estate and infrastructure industry that I have bifurcated in my upcoming slides, wherein I will explain you that what are the specific what are the specific accelerators that we are going to utilize and draw certain reports, insights, and analytics. Okay. Yeah. So firstly, we'll see for the this infrastructure industry. So for infrastructure industry, plant and maintenance plays a very important role. So equipment performance MIs. Okay. So you have a equipment fleet. Okay, that is sitting idle since 1 month. You are paying for the billing, but you are not able to deliver it to certain site where it is actually required, and it is still sitting at your site which is not working, or maybe there is some delay also. So you can generate the report based on the productive hours, the availability, and the utilization on one click. Then asset lifecycle and aging. So the most important aspect of infrastructure industry is that you have to track the aging of that particular asset. So you can get this aging with one click through layer of AI. We will be developing that. Okay. So you can get what is the age of my particular asset through different reports and analytics. Then inventory spend. So inventory spend is also a very important factor when it comes to infrastructure industry or maybe real estate industry also. So wherein your major materials, you want to see that my which vendor I'm stressing, or maybe which vendor from which vendor I'm getting the supply of those particular materials. You can have the report across geography, that say for north region, south region, east region, and west region. What is my spend for particular one material? Say if you take an example of rebar 500, say steel. Okay, so you can get a trend just on one click, and also you will be able to get the details from where it is fetching that data. Okay, so for example, if you are buying rebar steel for say 50,000 rupees in for this quarter, but if you see the trend for all your other sites going all over the India, so there might be so the trend what we have seen based on the analytics I'm talking about, and this is very specific, that the cost of rebar in eastern region is lower as compared to the southern region. Okay, so these insights we are able to get through AI, and then management will be able to decide that which area I have to focus to get a proper spend analytics based on this. Project budget versus actual. Definitely, this is always required. You need to understand that where my project is currently. It is behind the schedule. It is my budget is overrun, or what are my resources? Where are they currently positioned? So you can do the transfer of the resources. Then you can have a budget versus actuals also based on that. Pre-bid and tender analysis. So this is also one of the important in terms of ECNO sector, wherein so the market price benchmarking versus SAP historical PO prices. So this is very important. So you will be able to get the insights of market price benchmarking along with the historical PO prices and the vendor performance. So as I mentioned, there are high value POs that work orders that you deploy to the contractors. So you need to get the data that how this particular vendor is performing. Okay, so that vendor might be performing good in one of the project, but on other project due to maybe resource scarcity or maybe any other issue, he might not be performing as much well. So we will be having parameters. So these parameters will give you a data that why this vendor is performing good in north region and why is not performing good in south region. Okay. Yeah. So these were the 6 use cases that we had identified for infrastructure. Similarly, for real estate sector, so sales, pay, and collections. So this is very important for any real estate sector, as the collections that you get from the customers, you need to track that when the demand is raised, how much collection you have actually received, and which customers are delaying the payment, and if you want to charge to the interest to the them, then what is the calculation and what actual collection you need to get till date. So this insight, and you can get all these at one click from the dashboard that we can create for sales, pay, and collections. Okay, so this data definitely is available in SAP. Okay, but how you will be able to get that for that this customer has delayed the payment for 45 days, or I have to collect payment from this customer in the next 15 days. That data you will be getting through the analytics and the dashboards. Then RA billing and milestone billing. So this RA billing particularly refers to the customer, the subcontractors. Okay, so the RA bills, they have certain conditions. They have some payment terms. So, for example, if you have, so there is a contractor who has to do certain laying of pipeline. Okay, so there is a particular payment term for that. That when you supply the pipeline, you will get say 60%. When you lay the pipe, you will get 10%. Then you do the testing, and finally come. So SITC kind of work orders are managed through RA billing. So this is a specific accelerator that Highbar provides, and you can get you can get real time. What is my RA bill? I mean, what is the RA bill that they have worked on? So work done value, what is my invoicing value, and what are the spends that I have done for this customer, that you will be able to get it. Okay, and if there are any overdue certification, then definitely we can get the flags on that. So also this RA bill has certain, you can say, if you are giving advance, you can recover from them, and if there are any there are other kind of deductions, okay, related to quality, related to compliance, that also are covered in this. So we get a overall contractor end-to-end life cycle from this RA bill, specifically for financial progress. So then RERA and contract compliance. So definitely clause risk and possession delay. If there are any delays, so that can be flagged through our progress monitoring. And there are AI generated compliance metrics also that we need to develop specifically for particular client, that we can use to extract certain dashboards and analytics and reports also. Project budget versus actual, similar to infrastructure. This is a definitely very much vital report that we can generate. Okay. Then payable aging and cross company payables. So as we are aware about that, in real estate sector, there are multiple company codes or multiple entities that are there in the for one particular organization. Okay, so there are multiple transactions between the companies also. I mean, company to company transfers. Okay, so how to track that? So that we can do through AP aging and our cross company payables. And then land and possession tracker. So whenever there is a land acquisition, so what is the status of that? Where the compliance or statutory things are pending, that you can track through this particular report and analytics. Okay. So these are the few, I can say, very few use cases that I have mentioned here. There is a complete solution that we provide, that is end-to-end solution. So here I specifically mentioned regarding projects, regarding procurement, regarding finance, and regarding plant and maintenance. So these are the modules that we implement for ECNO sector, and also definitely now there is REFX is there, okay, which is for leasing. So these are the solutions that SAP provides, But what Highbar brings to the table? So, as mentioned by Aditya previously, we are into this sector for almost 20 years now. Okay, and we are the leaders in this domain, and we are aware about all the aspects that a construction industry faces, or what are the particular pain areas that are being faced by the construction sector industry, and then we tailor it to the custom made solutions. Okay, and now considering that, we have, as I mentioned, we have been here for almost 20 years, we have a domain experience, and we have a CMMI level 5 company. Okay, so that means our documentation, the quality of the documentation are very much in place, and using this, now we are upscaling this to a next level by bringing on the layer of AI. Okay, so this AI is provided by SAP as SAP Joule also, and also SAP is now collaborating with Claude Anthropic also, so you can get the use cases which I mentioned. All these dashboards and insights you can get in just one click. So the management doesn't need to wait for any, I can say not even for an half an hour. They have their all reports, dashboards in the morning. On just one click, they will be able to see all these insights. Okay, so SAP Joule provides conversational AI. So in simple English, you can provide a few tasks to that AI. You can mention that I want to see first, my 5 top performing projects. I want to see the which vendor is performing above 80%. So that comes along from the data from the backend of the data from the SAP database, and then this report is generated. Agentic automation, as I mentioned, this is using Claude and Anthropic. AI-powered dashboards. So these dashboards will be very much crucial for the management reporting. And so for this, the roadmap currently what we are proposing is, as you can see, we are currently working on this AI dashboards and the analytics. So we are developing also few KPIs. So we can have a 2 weeks kind of workshop also with the people who are already on SAP and who are also willing to come to SAP. Okay, so we can have a workshop on that and then understand your key pain areas currently what you are facing. We have already a few use cases. You can utilize that also, or maybe if there are any additional pain areas that your organization is facing, we can work on that and then we can demonstrate you that how SAP will be used to get and fetch all this data in a format that is very much clean and very much powerful to give you such kind of trends that if you are just clicking that and understanding that I have to see a vendor from which I am procuring a rebar, so that you will be getting the list of say first top 5 vendors. Okay, so but I am stressing very much on one vendor, that is say sale. Okay, so I am procuring more than 50 or 60% from reinforcement steel from particularly sale only. So what happens that you can check or you can see that what are the price of other vendors also. Okay, and then you can see, you can also select, you can do the, you can get the quotations from other organizations and other vendors also to get your best, get the P&L as per your budget and P&L. Okay, so so on this note, I would like to say thank you everybody to be presenting here, and I would like to call Mr. Barbir, who will be addressing further. And after this session, we will be definitely having some Q&A. You will definitely be having some questions related to this, so we'll be addressing that also. Barbir, over to you. Thank you.
Thanks.